Hey there out there, Chef Jerome Judge here, aka Chef Big Head. Welcome to another episode of Recipes Off the Rails. Alright everybody, welcome back to thebloatedchef.com. Chef Jerome Judge here, aka Chef Big Head. And what are we staring at on the big booze board today? Well, I see some fresh herbs, oregano, thyme, sage, rosemary, bay leaves. I see a beautiful Scotch bonnet pepper, lemon juice, green onions. I see some garlic. Anybody pick this out yet? We are going to brine heavy salt. I'm going to brine a whole bird and a couple of big breasts. And we're going to let them sit in the brine overnight. And then we're going to use the smoker / grill tomorrow and put this all together. Here we go. Brine chicken, bloated chef style. Alright, let's begin the basic components here. I've got a combination of rock salt and Himalayan, coarse ground Himalayan salt. Now that's going to go in the very first. A good rule of thumb is about 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 cups of salt per gallon. So I've got about 1.5 gallons. There's some peppercorns, okay? Now we're going to add our green onions. Now there's no particular order for this. You can throw it all in at once if you want. Pronounce it okay by me. I'll take the Scotch bonnet right here, just smash it down, crack it, let some of the juice get out. A little special ingredient, a little agave syrup, not too much, about 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, and then everybody's favorite, the obligatory splash of fish sauce. That, coupled with the lemon, we're going to squeeze. And then just throw in there. Okay? And then one little trick that I use, I take some juice from some jalapenos, sliced jalapenos, and add that too. Adds a little more extra brininess to the whole deal, okay? Okay, this brine is very floral. It smells terrific. The allspice and the cloves really come through. Now, we're going to go ahead and pour this into our pot. Why'd you pour it into one and pour it in another, Chef? Well, we're going to bring this all to a boil. And then we're going to cool it down and drop our birds in there. All right. Our brine has come to a boil. It smells amazing, as you can probably imagine. Now, with all of that goodness still in there, we want to try to get up to 2 gallons of water. So I have about 1.5 gallons in there. So we're going to make up the other 1/2 gallon with some cold ice, with some ice. Ice is always cold, isn't it? Yes, Chef. And that'll cool that down. And when that ice melts, we will add our birds, okay? Alright, we have washed our chicken, our whole bird. Now we're going to go ahead and rinse off and wash our bone-in breasts. Very important. A lot of times you'll get some bacteria that sticks in the bottom of those little foam plates. Okay? We don't need that. So, in we go. And for me, I don't like these little wing tips. We whack those right off. We don't have to worry about folding the wings back or anything else. We'll just drop that big old soom bitch right in there like so. Alright. The water's nice and cold now. We're going to let that sit. Now, these are going to go overnight. You can let it, minimum 30 minutes will work, but overnight will always work best. Alrighty. We are back 18 hours later. And you can see the color on this bird. This has really been penetrated nicely. You go another half a day or another full day if you wanted with this. But we're going to pull these now. That looks good. And look at these bad boys. Oh, those look good too. It smells amazing. It's really floral, this brine. It's quite okay. Here's another key step when it comes to brining chicken. And that is, once it is brined, you want to get it added as dry as possible. Absolutely as dry as possible. What this will do is, whether you go to the smoker first or season it, go right into the oven, it's going to ensure that that skin gets super crispy. Of course, brining helps keep all that moisture inside the middle of the bird, so we'll dry that off, as well as the big bird as well. And one more tip, uncovered refrigerator for at least 6 hours. Another thing that's going to help make that skin super crispy. Okay. Alright, and welcome back. Now, the chicken is beautifully dry. That's no sheen at all, really. That means it's going to have a nice, crisp skin when we're all said and done with this process. There's a big breast in there as well. Okay, I took the liberty of going ahead and knocking out my jerk recipe, which you can find at my website, bloatedchef.com. And so from here, let's be quite liberal with this. We'll take about that much to start. And this is all the massage game at this point. Make sure every portion of this, piece of this, some of the skin especially, there it is. Be very gently, rub your thumb right underneath, and get some of that marinade in there and under the skin and on the meat itself. Really is key. Same thing with the big bird. We'll even throw some of the rub in the middle. Looks like we have plenty of rub here. Get the wings. This is quite the upgrade to the very first video I ever did, which was a beer can chicken back when we had RJ Casuals over in Sandy Springs.
I miss you, Robert. My brother, I miss you every day.
That was a pretty decent representation, but this representation is more of the traditional jerk rub. It's got scallions and Scotch bonnets. I even threw in some shishito peppers. It's got vinegar. It's got cloves, allspice. It's just real good. Very floral. Very delicious. Okay, so we're back. Now, I want to show you my jerk chicken stand. Here's your beer can. Slide it right into that, and it sticks right up onto the grill. Sits beautiful. Or in this case, the smoker. Okay? But I ran into a problem. I originally wanted to do this chilada from Modelo. It's got a mango chili flavor to it, but the can is too big. So tragically, I had to drink an entire shock top, pour half of this mango chilada back into that can, and then tragically I had to drink the other half of this mango chilada. But I think I'll get by. Okay, let's get our big bird first. He's looking good. I give him a little more of a drubbing in the bath. And here's the beauty of this. It literally sits right up the butt. Pardon me. Crevice. A little more politically correct with that. I really have to learn how to be more politically correct. You tuck the legs back, but it can stand. It's going to stand up and do just fine. I try to keep the neck away a little bit so that some of that smoke and everything else can drop down inside. Now, get some more on there. Get some more on there, like so. All right, now we're good to go with that. All right, so on the top here, I've had a couple of pieces of wood soaking a little bit. We're going to go ahead and get one of these in so we can really get those coals lit up. It's not lit up, but pardon me, but smoking real good, okay? And that goes. All right, so 10 minutes later. Okay, we got plenty of smoke going now. We're going to go ahead and drop these chicken breasts onto the top grate. away from the heat the most. Okay. And we'll make sure we'll go skin up first so everything can form and stay in shape. And now we take the star of the show, the big stud. Stick him right in next to them. Woo! Okay, we're back. I have company. Oh, look at that. My dear friend, Mr. Johnny Roman, Cleveland, Ohio. I'm going to let that take about 5 seconds or more. We've got some great color and smoke on this. Now the idea is not to smoke it all the way, because we're going to finish in the high heat oven and get that skin super crisp. Alright, so there's number 2. That looks good. And then of course the pièce de résistance. Yeah, we're going to oops it right now. How about that, huh? Alright, now we're back. We're going to go ahead and brush our big old breastises here. Get them nice and coated. That skin's going to get all crisp and yummy. The sugar that's in the paste, the brown sugar, will help it brown. We'll do the same thing on the big bird. Stick them both in the oven. Alright, 450-degree oven. We'll see them in about 40 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and sort of agree with you that might be the best shit ever. Oh my goodness. Can't wait to dig in. Alright, let's go about breaking down this cooked chicken. Basically what we're going to do, carve straight down the back on both sides, okay? The spinal. Should come apart pretty easy because it's all cooked. You may get a little resistance from some bones, but you just smash right through those. You're nice and tight, so you're not taking too much meat. Okay, don't ever throw that out. That's got tons of flavor in it. Now we'll flip that over, and we're going to go right up where this pin bone is, where the 2 breasts meet. Okay, snap right down through it. Beautiful interior, just crazy. Let's see how juicy it is. Oh man. Alright, there's that. There's that. Now, you want to serve it as a half? Go right ahead. If you don't, go into here right where the wing is. Give it a little bit of a pull. It'll separate for you. You can pretty much snip right through. Boom. Wings off. Same thing with the leg. Follow right underneath. Comes right off for you. So there you go. There you have it. A wing, leg, and a thigh portion. How good is that? Booyah! Wow. Wow. I'd have to toot my own horn again on this one. The skin is perfect. My goodness. Okay. I'd say this is a winner.
Okay, peeps, time to head on over to YouTube. Type in the Bloated Chef LLC, click on that little like button, drop me a hashtag, but most important, click on that little red subscribe button. Peace and love.